outside. Cadian nails the shot. 3 kills from the captain.
The showdown of Simple versus Samdai Young was always going to be a hot one, but there's only room for one victor. Na'Vi already a map up in this after they steal Anubis away. Now we're ready to head to Mirage, where Monte are going to have to get their revenge, or else their run in the Pro League will be brought to a close in the semi-finals.
Yeah, no doubt that Na'Vi have showed up to this tournament, to this playoff bracket. They've already had to take down some upset-heavy rosters in Eternal Fire, and now Monte as well, who have many sculpts to show. But is that it? Is this the end of the line for Monte, or can Na'Vi complete the dream run? Grand finals awaits, and Na'Vi are only one map away from it. We're here with Yanko as well.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, and already a bit of a clash over towards the apartments, which is where Na'Vi were looking ahead here in the pistol. But I don't know if that's where they're necessarily looking to end up. We still have the presence of JL over in Palace. Bro has taken space all the way through T-spawn. There's a lot of moves being made in this pistol round. But eventually, someone will get caught. Something will come undone. And it's going to start with Bro right here, tapping out Simple in top mid.
Frustrating way to lose the first man. And Na'Vi is so split. They can't do anything about this player right now. He could be anywhere. And in fact, he is flanking the abs. Over on the A side, JL trying to get out. Bit gets his pick out in the window, and Bro has to reset to mid or A, because this looks like Na'Vi are going to waterfall out into this bomb site. JL's managed to creep his way under. Bomb's been dropped down bottom mid. This is a mess right now. This is just a death match for Na'Vi, and they've got to win some fights right here, right now. It's not going to happen, and everyone dies. Dear, oh dear, Na'Vi, what were they trying to cook?
It was a weird defaulty round, right, with the early information push from Bro just outflanking Na'Vi, and once Simple dies and it becomes really weird. They still had a chance if they could hit a couple of shots, but Monte was on point in this one.
Monte have not been confident with their CT side. They've even said it out loud as well. But I've loved the active style. What did you make of it back on Anubis? Do you think it's working for them right now, Yanko?
Yeah, I think that's how they have to play. Try and disrupt Na'Vi, make things, you know, more complicated for them, make them adapt on the fly. With some of the communication issues still present for Na'Vi, you know, that can prove to be a problem.
Well, Simple and Bit buy up Deeks. Everyone else waits around for them to be dropped. Taking their sweet time.
This fight's going to be on Waro in top mid. I've seen him with the MP9. Good nade damage. Ow. Ema in a bad way at the end of that. So Na'Vi just going to go back, try and set up these pistols to do something. Bit and Simple with them. They're two big-time players for Na'Vi on that last map. Bro has missed his timing on the crawl out through lower. But it shouldn't really matter. Alexi only has this Glock. There's even a backstab. Waro, who was last seen aggro in top mid, runs all the way through spawn, is immediately dink. He's getting wrapped through Palace. They're going to try and crunch him in the spawn. Simple will trade that out. In the final 25 seconds, Na'Vi just want to die here. Luckily enough, Monte will oblige them. And so Samdai Young and his teammate over. Samdai Young will get rid of him. 3 kills in that round.
About all you can ask for with 2 Deagles. It's not a bad showing at all by Na'Vi, but the guns are gathered, and the round is as well by Monte. 2-0 up, and Na'Vi come in with a buy round. Monte were able to win all pistols and conversions, and even the first gun round back on Anubis as well. So they were off to hot starts on both halves, and Na'Vi get in there early.
more middle aggression. A lot faster here from Na'Vi. Same could be said for Monte, though, who play it quick, down through dark. 2 players pushed, and Bit's not ready for that. Sundai Young secures the opening kill, and now him and Krasnal able to just fall back, go through the motions in the apartments. They even drop a deep smoke before they leave. They're out of there. There's no chance at the trade here over towards B for Na'Vi.
Seen a lot, but they haven't had a kill offered up, and Ema walks into an off angle from Bro. Almost oversteps it. Boost up could be a problem. Simple can just flick up to that headshot angle, but he can't find the connecting shot. Bro goes back for more. That's greedy, but he has an appetite. Three kills from the Dane, and JL on his own.
What's he even meant to do here? Has a 1v1 onto this first fight, but not even looking in the right place. Krasnal just plays it on a timing, jumps up, knocks out JL, so everyone dies for Na'Vi. A flawless round from the Monte ranks, and they get out of it with 4 AKs upgraded as well. So a great way to open this up if you're Monte. They take the pistol, now they take the first rifle round, and not even a single kill for Na'Vi.
Very impressive CT side right now. Monte taking no prisoners. Got Na'Vi having to eco pistol armor. Barely even the latter. Warrow's caught on the cat jump quickly as Alexi B storms out middle with a Tech 9. He makes it to Con as well. He knows Sundai Young is here. Oh dear, this could go very wrong for Sundai Young. Alexi's patience. Unless Krasnal clears him from Cat, seems unlikely. Alexi just goes for it, sending through the smoke. Still dies to Sundai Young, not Demka, who falls off stairs, calling for help, and support is there. Monte come in swinging and throwing fists. Another kill from Sundai Young. 3-on-3. Na'Vi in the bomb site, but they won't make it much further with Bro back in spawn. Park gets denied, and so does any chance of making this round interesting. How did Alexi mess that up? I don't know.
Just panned the Tech 9, bro. You know, it felt like he was trying to be too slow with it in order to be accurate. Thought he had a little bit more time before dying. But yeah, that could have really been massive for Na'Vi. Good recovery from Monte. They don't even let the bomb be planted. Yeah, I think in the first gun round, that was to be expected from Monte, especially with losing a couple of guns, having an SMG. Bit just can't really hold the B app. So very quickly a 4-0 start for Monte.
Not uncharted waters for Na'Vi, though. They've been here before and they've managed to recover. So let's see what the captain of Alexi's cooked up here on this T side. Got a bit of a B walk. Heavy in mid for Monte. As you showed in the skybox, they're brawling for it, but there's no one here. Krasnal trying to get back in sight in time, and he's caught switching off in the open. It's a disaster. Bro falls after a kill as well. So Na'Vi have well and truly opened the B site. They've lost players in the process, though. Ema on an important lurk, tries to keep the spray going, but as long as he lives, there's no way Monte can win this round. They've come hunting for him, throwing themselves out of window, and even though Warrow hits the kill, I don't know if there's time for this round. With no kit, Na'Vi have no reason to send a fight his way.
Yeah, I think that was maybe even, you know, Simple calling at the start of the round that he wants to go B with the AWP, knowing that Warrow sometimes goes for that deep peek, like we've seen, trying to take B apps control, and doesn't really pan out, but okay. We didn't get the opening we wanted, and then we can go from that into just a search on B, right? Like, there's no smoke, there's nothing. Okay, there's a chance they're fighting for mid, or if not, and Beat finds the entry on Krasnal, good timing. Fast trade, and round pretty much over there.
That's also a sick jump as well, for those who don't know. Like, that's a hard jump to hit, and if Simple, the fact that he's going for that, if he misses that with the bomb timer so low, he might not even get out of it. I feel like we don't have enough in Counter-Strike, and over the years, they've just been kind of cut out of this game. I feel less in CS2 as well. It's a shame. But on the dying days of Go, Simple shows us we can still do some tricks.
More of a dry contact round here for Na'Vi. They have Simple just posted on that AWP. He's trying to be the guy to kickstart these rounds. And he's been very patient here, hoping that someone from Monte gets a little curious as to what's going on. They've already got a lot of control over in middle. They were 3 strong there at the top of the round. Waro's pushed all the way up, playing this with Sumdai Young. So Monte were never going to feel this like pressure to go peeking into ramp. They've already got information. So Simple can wait here till the end of time. He's going to have to make a move. Ema has helped out with that kill in mid. Suddenly Waro feeling a little more pressure because his backline's open. Tries to push forward. The rest of Na'Vi now walking out at ramp into Demka, holding from default. How about him inside of the site? Now they've got to deal with him. Demka swinging out on the back of flashes from his teammates. Nails another. JL caught looking the wrong way. Demka just being annoying, harassing these players at ramp, constantly switching up positions. Na'Vi, they try to go back, but there's not really time to go anywhere else here. They've just got to follow through with this play. The kill in mid, if anything, tempts them to try their hand at the round, but with 15 seconds, they've got to be flawless on the approach here.
Yeah, 2 players in position. There's no way Na'Vi can win this. They have to clear this balcony spot instantly. Demka almost gets caught on the ladder. He will get traded after 1 and the bottom loose. There's no time. Waro won't give the kill. Alexi saves the orb, and it's going to be Monte holding on once again to this CT side. Awkward one for Na'Vi. Felt like they did want to reset B, and maybe they doubted it after a couple of seconds, and they just had to recommit, even though Ema gets the kill. Monte did the same. They peeled back for 1 second, then they decided, no, we just have to stick with our guns, believe that Na'Vi haven't made that rotation.
I think they wanted to go A, but realized they haven't made pretty much any noise on the map, so Alexi goes back to smoke window for Ema to come up underground. That's when he gets the kill, though, so his position is known. He wants to relocate. That prolongs everything, and in the end, Na'Vi runs out of time to adjust.
Oh, that spray, it's too high. If Ema shoots lower, he gets the kill. There's nowhere to go. Trapped by a Molotov,
Surely
he should
you
be
think
dead.
it's clear.
He should be dead. They saw him. They know he's here.
I can't believe, is he going to get out? Sumdai Young's out. Sumdai Young survived. He survived that.
What?
Nate's in the top mid, and now Demka's even pushing, trying to get more from this.
Don't know.
So Na'Vi get their 5v4, not the kill they were actually looking for, but they still get it over in mid.
And it costs so much util. Sundayong's low as well. So yeah, it's worked out very well for Na'Vi. Surprised Demka pushes there. He's trying to assist SDY on his way out, but you know, no surprise to see Na'Vi are still holding top middle.
I think considering the money, this is where Monte has to just pick a site and stack. And in case they're wrong, they can just go into the following round. But they go already for an information play on A, so another good option. More risky, but works out this time.
It frees up 2B. Maybe even a third. Krasnal hasn't committed with the push. Ooh, bro just comes swinging. That's a spam from Krasnal through smoke, but it's one that Na'Vi won't worry about. It's going to send them into B, into the AWP at the back of the site. Waro does have a shot in this round.
Sumdai starts running on the flank. He's trying to pick up a little bit more pace. Waro is even repositioning back out of market, actually conceding some of this site control, but he just saw the bomb on shore. Going to try and flash its way in. It's only the leg. Ema makes it in with the bomb. Molly could tick him out, and it will get him right as he plugs in the numbers, but still that gives way to a 3-on-3. Suddenly Monte want to give this round a go. Made on a simple, not enough to bring him down low. Molly at short slows Sumdai Young down. Try to get out the window, and that's where Alexi lays down the pain, stops this retake. Waro 2K can't find anything on this angle, and they're even trying to give chase.
Nice.
They'll knock that AWP out of the round right at the end. So Na'Vi don't just take a second, they make this one very expensive for Monte at a time where cash is tight. And so losing that AWP is a loss that will be felt by Monte in this upcoming round.
That was kind of strange from Waro in that round. He seemed a little bit scared that someone might be in B already, but the timing was on his side. He had a molly as well, so he could have just stayed in the side, you know, got a kill, used the molly, buy more time for SDY on the flank.
Felt like he was trying to live for retake so he could wait for Sundayong on the big flank, but yeah, for a second, Monte almost rotated out of B as well, so a bit of a miscom or misunderstanding of that round. Na'Vi will take it every step of the way. They convert a clean post plant. Monte's first timeout is forced. Emo looking more comfortable on this map. Very slow start to the series. Had a late game activation, a couple of rounds, but really wasn't reliant on him. This T-side on Anubis was, well, whack.
This is a tricky round for both teams, really. For Monte, obviously the buy isn't ideal, but Navi might not expect an op in this round. You can see it's 3 pistols and 4 in an op, so a lot of different options for Monte. The pistols play first, the guns play first. It's a boost into ladder room for Waro.
Waro plays first. Orb doesn't connect and he gets mollied out, so Na'Vi have full mid control.
Yeah, they even have the info that the Orb's in play. You really wanted that first shot fired to be the killing blow, right? For like a 5v4 start to the round would have been perfect, because like Janko was saying, this Orb even being in play is a bit of an oddity, and Na'Vi shouldn't have been ready for it. Now they know, thanks to that shot ringing out from short, so they might slow down just a tad. They know that that Orb's going to look to reposition, right? Waro's not going to hang around. In the window now, he's waiting for a cross, but the shot misses. Ema gets rid of him. That Orb lost in the window, and Ema knows with this double, with this room taken and the Orb locked down and under Na'Vi's control, there shouldn't be a way back in for Monte. Krasnal at the back of the site, 1 kill off the 5-7, but his work in this round is not done yet. He's got to do more, and with only 1 kill from the B-hold, this is Na'Vi's round all day long.
Yeah, recovery mission, trying to get guns out and save now, but even Lurkers in position to stop that. Alexi back in connector with a vengeance, and Sundar Young just trying to save. Great round for Ema. We were just saying he was looking a little more comfortable here, and he showcases it with a perfect crouch peek, ducks the Orb shot, and goes on to find 3 kills on the B-bomb site. Na'Vi with the 3rd round on this T-half.
You think he saw that from Just?
Yeah.
Harry?
Definitely could have done, right? It did have all the makings of a sort of just peek, just giving him the little wiggle, crouch slip, whoop, round the corner, Rexia. Na'Vi building back into this, 2 in a row. First time they've taken consecutive rounds here. And with Monte broken, it's not going to stop after 2 for Na'Vi. And this is in spite of a kind of rough opener here for JL. Someone who was not an issue back on Anubis.
And something he said that before the Eternal Fire game was, yes, they're very, you know, fiery. They have a specific play style, and they're on fire at the moment. They've been beating everyone, but we feel like we have the knowledge and the style to weather down that aggression, to make them play a little bit more timid. And I think they've proven that so far, even in this series, with all the slow starts, right? That's when your opponents can play with a lot of confidence as well, because of the economy and them having money in the bank. So being able, so far in 3 halves, for Na'Vi after a bad start to really regain control fairly quickly, I think speaks to how much they've improved.
Wow. Great shooting from Bit and Ema. Firepower pieces of Na'Vi coming in at the right time in this series. Again, Monte starts strong, but we've already forgotten about that 5-1 lead, that 4-0 start. Na'Vi are very much in the driving seat on this T side. Waro, don't think he can even buy up the Orb either, so problems with money for Monte. It's actually Na'Vi to call the timeout off of the streak.
I mean, Na'Vi are in a very important situation in the game, right? They're at this point where they're kind of, they've taken control of the money, and they need to keep capitalizing on this. The longer they can keep Monte without, you know, the AWP, think about what Waro's able to do when he has that gun, think about how many openers this guy finds, how often he tries to throw himself into the action. You're working on removing options from Monte via, you know, what they're able to buy, and this round is a good example of that. There are limitations here. You are working within some confines, and Na'Vi, the longer they can keep you there, the better they feel. They're looking for 4 in a row, and if they can pick that up, suddenly it's a tie game with money gone for Monte, and Na'Vi would look to take the lead. So this is a power position, and we got to see if Na'Vi can hold on to it.
Simple again with a spawn, going for the B pick, looking for an AWP or an aggressive B-apps player. It's just Krasnal jumping. Talking of aggression is coming down on the other side. Monte take ramp, but this won't matter if Na'Vi just exec right now. They have Alexi B in mid, kicking up some dust, causing a bit of a commotion. Jump spots Bit. Krasnal uses his util, plays safe, and calls for support.
One kill from Bro over on short. This is a round where the individuals have got to shine for Monte,
like
and
that.
they will. Krasnal and Bro, 2 kills between the two of them. So one man remains. It's Ema topping the charts right now for Na'Vi is this guy. 1v4, locked out of the round. The odds ever against him here. Even crossing in mid is so far from guaranteed, so far from free. Samdayong watches on from back of the connector, and that kill comes his way for free. Ema walks out, back turn, that gets shut down. Great round from Bro and Krasnal. Monte had no util to slow down that B play. They had nothing to make life too miserable for Na'Vi there. It was fully at the behest of the individuals having to carry that round, and that's what Monte do. This lovely sequence from Krasnal really did just shut down the B play, because if he falls only getting 1, suddenly it's like a 2v4 with the bomb down over towards B, and Na'Vi could try and make something out of that. But it never gets that far, and so an important round for Monte to pick up. They do it pretty cleanly as well.
The name of the game, though, is consecutive rounds on the CT side, so we'll see. They're a little bit more timid at the start of the round, so expect a reaction in the mid-round for Monte. And as the vibe before the smoke booms goes for the peak, finds the entry on Ema.
They killed a find, considering the impact Ema's been having on this T-half, and that's very early timing in middle. Go for Con.
And these rounds can still get tricky if you don't have information or control, so let's see what Monte decides to do. They just play the numbers. They do have Damka in shadow, so that's going to help if any A hit comes through in terms of crossfires.
I love the bait here with the jump from Bro after boosting Krasnal. He's even going to smoke him off. He doesn't want Na'Vi to actually commit, but if they do, they're going into dangerous territory. Simple v Waro scoped up, neither sees the other. Waro repositions. Even this is dangerous, susceptible to a palace swing. He did spot Simple that time. It's JL yet to frag on ramp. These jump spots are coming in for Waro. He's just trying to keep the eyes on the prize. 25 on the clock here for Na'Vi. They've got to go.
Waro scoped up on ramp, and now he's even got support from Samdayong. This push is so late for Na'Vi, and they're going into one hell of a crossfire. They can't get through it. Samdayong, what a beautiful sequence. On for the ace here. Samdayong, an ace round versus Na'Vi.
It's got to feel good. Got to feel great. And he played that perfectly. The reposition for Waro to let him push up in front of him. He can swing off the AWP if the AWP has contact on ramp. And the whole time, Waro just jump spotting Ticket to Con with 20 seconds of it, trying to wait for the kill. Simple scoping Ticket, but you can't wait forever. You've eventually got to go, and he gets them in transition, in the open, trying to get into the A side. Great shots for Samdayong. And Waro's now alive as well.
Indeed, you know, where on Anubis it was Simple and Bit kind of rising to the occasion in this grudge matchup. It's now Samdayong really taking matters into his own hands here, with Waro bringing that all back out and finding one of these openers. He's so good at securing. Na'Vi are immediately in hot water to open up this hero gun round. It's been juggled onto Bit now, but it could get lost forever up here in mid. Waro waits and delivers that kill, so the AK now gone from the Na'Vi ranks. And Monte have an 8th round looming. They've just got to finish it. 2 kills left, and they should get them cleanly. Krasnal wins his fight over towards B, and even though Alexi gets out mid, besting Waro, surely he gets no further than this. Swung from the connector, Samdayong will close with a double.
We've got a game here, and Na'Vi have got to break in at the end of their T-side. 4 is not enough in a matchup like this.
And look, man, early on when Na'Vi kind of just started to get on the board, when they streaked those 3 rounds together, JL was sat down 0-7, and it felt like Na'Vi was still going to find a way into this in spite of him having a slow start. But we're at the point now where maybe it's hitting no longer a slow start, it's just kind of a dead half from JL. 0-10, still yet to get a kill. Na'Vi need him. In a lot of these rounds, he's been left kind of solo lurking over towards A, but there's no pressure from JL. If anything, it's more of a liability right now.
And another B opening from Simple, really expecting Woro to come B apps at some point, but instead Woro finds an entry on mid. So now the round resets, and this is where Monte has had the most success, right? Finding an early opening and then falling back. And that's where Na'Vi has struggled the most, adjusting in these 4v5s or just rounds that prolong themselves where they don't get an entry kill. So we'll see if this time around they'll do a better job. Problem is, a lot of times they only have one player towards A and they have to go for these connector splits, which can be really tricky.
Especially...
You look at the RAM setup, right? Like, those are some angles that you don't really expect coming A.
Oh, Sundae round in the palm of his hand, and Simple in connector. The ramp fully taken. Monte ready to turn around and watch that A side. Simple headshot by Sundae Young. And the bomb is there as well. Alexis is going to try and take it. Miss flash, but not the end of the world as Na'Vi get up connector. Well, at what cost? 30 seconds, 3 on 5, and it's getting worse as Krasnov finds a couple. Alexis thrust into the clutch and not one he's destined for. There's no way to plant. They're still down on ramp. He misses his shot, and Monte don't take a point of damage and take 9 rounds on this CT side. Na'Vi running out of runway here on their map pick.
And again, they don't really come up with a good solution in a 4v5 and just nowhere close the site or planting the bomb or anything along the swords. Even a 4-man connector's a bit unhappy about that one, but even a 4-man going connector with an op who can hold Cat, that can be okay, right? Because maybe you can get out a plan for Cat and play out the round from there, but that was a sick shot from SDY onto Simple.
They're out and about, but for how long? Na'Vi run rampant on the A site, but they don't smoke Woro, and you gotta smoke Woro. He finds Bit on the cross. Demka can give it up. He doesn't need to die on this hill, getting back towards CT spawn. Maybe we have a retake after all, but this bomb, getting it planted is the most difficult part, and Demka's stubborn. He swings out again. He has gifted a gun and a way in, but Monte have more men flying through CT spawn. Messy spray for Krasnov. It might be up to the AWP instead. 2v2, Alexi fakes it out with a little tap, and Woro bites. Alexi has 1 bullet in the AK, I think. This is a problem if that's the case. Woro's getting closer. His teammate putting pressure on, the reload's off. Alexi waits. Woro misses that timing. This is so uncomfortable right now. I think Na'Vi might even be favorites, and Alexi's making it so. 4 kills from the captain. He aces back. First it was Sundae Young, now it's Alexi B. Whatever it takes to get T-side rounds for Na'Vi.
And this is how it usually goes, right? You struggle a lot in the gun rounds, you're playing default, it's not working, you're not finding openings, and then you just try something a little bit more simple and straightforward with the pistols, and then it pans out. Demka really, unnecessary push there. I think probably a little bit frustrated with his game and then wanting to make something happen against the pistols, but gets punished for it, and this time around Monte isn't able to bring it back.
Oh, good opening from Simple, finally able to meet Woro 2K in one of these opening clashes. And we'll take it. Feels like Simple's been chasing that dream all first half, and so finally round 15, a 5v4 from the Simple Woro head-to-head. Bit tucked in under the window. Monte are prepared to fight for mid-control. They are 3 strong here, 2 on the catwalk, 1 in the connector, 1 in the window, a 4th player even entering the fray. They scrap for mid, but they don't get out looking better off for it. They lose a man down in the connector as Ema closes this out with a clean double. 6 rounds found for Na'Vi, but it's Monte holding the lead at the end of this first half.
This will remain supreme.
And we're back. Monte versus Navi, second half of Mirage. This is Navi's map pick, and Monte manages to win 9 rounds. I think those two in the end that Navi won really are going to mean a lot to them, just to sort of weather the storm and have a little bit of a buffer in the second half. Will Navi be able to win a pistol in this series?
Ooh,
let's see.
Big question.
Oh, it is a bold question to kickstart the pistol round, isn't it?
Will JL be able to get a kill?
Yeah, there's actually a couple of big questions floating around here. Let's get JL on the board and Navi first pistol. We could do them both in one round right here.
Ooh, tantalizing prospect here, Harry. We'll have to find out. Monte want to explode out of Palace. We've got Kraz now, top con, Smoker, Flash to boot, and they will go running and gunning into Bit.
Jiggling at the stairs, nice way to start. 5v4 found from Bit as he swings over the staircase, smoking his way, now repositioned.
There it is!
Support, and JL's on the board.
He's back.
First kill from JL.
Yeah, get that
So let's
cheer.
send him into the pistol, shall we? Alexi helping out alongside him, and a 2v5 now for Monte, as Waro and Demka have got to see this one through to the very end. It's only Waro. Bit mobs him up.
Wow.
And so Navi win their first pistol round of the series, and JL gets his first kill of the map right there to take a 7th for Navi, and JL's in great spirits about it.
You
Oh,
have
yeah.
to keep believing. That's all there is, Harry. But I can't remember which in-game we talked to who said sometimes we it was maybe Robs who said pistols are random, and sometimes our pistol is mostly like, let's just get the bomb down. So even if we lose, we can buy in the second round, and you can see that's exactly where Monte is doing. 5 Galils. This to me smells like a mid-swing immediately, no util. Let's just try to take advantage, but Simple has an AWP.
Oh my god, how's he? Bit's bought him an AWP. Bit has no helmet against Galils, and Simple on the big green. You love to see it. It's a confident display. And I think part of that comes from knowing that Monte will have Galils, right? Knowing they're going to buy up round 2. So simple. Doesn't have to worry about SMGs or Tech 9s running him down. It's rifle on rifle action. He's got the big gun. Jump spotting a B is Alexi. JL looking for double his kills. He's done it again. Ema swings for one more. Swinging out under is another man, but Na'Vi have disappeared into the bomb site. Alexi holds strong. Simple not even needing to
JL's
show
remembering
this
what it feels like as well. Like, look at him. He was trying to be involved there. He wanted that second kill in the round. Some die young. 1v5. Sure, he's had an ace today. He don't get this one.
It was funny because he was coming up underpass and you felt like he might have first contact against the connector guy, but Ema just finds the player's top mid alongside JL. Alex with a stronghold on B, and I don't want STY to save here. I want him at some point to try and get a kill or two and then die, because he'll get back into that weird cycle of he'll have a Galil, the rest of his team will have some pistols, but okay. This is actually better off for Monte now. All 5 players can just buy a deagle, a flash or a smoke, you know, go for an eco, try to hit some good shots. And then if you end up losing, everyone has guns. It's a full buy round, and you can take it from there.
Oh, Monte, do they feel the burn?
I was going to say, right, the lead that they had, it's dissipated. It's about to be fully gone. One round between these teams and only pistols to protect the lead for Monte. Means Na'Vi are licking their lips at the promise of tying this game up at 9-all. Good name.
Bye.